8 years of development, 8 years of mistakes, it all went into this bike.
I remember I wrote down we wanted to revolutionize the bike industry by making affordable bikes beautiful. No one was listening to the consumer. No one was going on the street and thinking, hey, what does this guy in the city actually really need to go from A to B with a bicycle? We saw a big gap between what consumers actually wanted and what the market was offering.
The bike industry is a really difficult industry to disrupt. We noticed we had to attack every single aspect of the business if we were to become the best bike builders. We were already good bike designers, but there's a lot of other aspects. The most important one, of course, is producing the bikes. That's when we realized we still had a lot to learn. We got our bike on the market pretty quickly. We spent only 1 year of R&D on the first bike and just dropped it on the market. Then all the problems and issues started to pop up. We had no idea it would take us next 7 years to solve them.
We were sort of like surfing a wave, and it was a beautiful, nice big wave, and I remember it's a great feeling. But in that situation you tend to also not see some negative things because so many things were going great. So we had so much attention from media non-stop, and people were loving us for what we did and for disrupting that industry. We're coming up with a whole new design philosophy, new story. But at the same time, that was the moment where we realized we had to be almost like superior in everything. And that included that really hard part, which is making the most amazing bike of the world.
We wanted to make a bike specifically for cities, so we redesigned every part on it. When we couldn't find parts that were durable or smart or beautiful enough, we decided to invent them and produce them by ourselves. And that takes time. The saddle, the chain guard, the steering, the lights, the grips, we invented all of these in-house. It took us about 4 years for every single part.
Why is a part like that so complex? Is that because there's no industry around it that makes chain covers that looks anything like this. There's no maintenance-free drivetrain in the world, doesn't exist, so we want to make one.
We started with the lights, everyone's biggest frustration, right? They run out of battery, they get stolen, they always break down. So we took the tough solar power lights used on airport runways. But in rainy Amsterdam there just wasn't enough sun. So we designed built-in lights that are always on. They're indestructible. The biggest design challenge of this bike is to make it robust and light at the same time, and those two always conflict. You want a bike that you can ride for years and leave outside in Chicago in the winter or Dubai in the summer. But at the same time you don't want a heavy bike that weighs 25 kilograms. So we experimented to strip it down.
Yeah, you can make 9 mistakes compared to one really good decision, and then you'll still survive. And sometimes when we look back, we think we made so many mistakes. It's a miracle that we're standing here now, so with this beautiful bike. We created now is a bicycle that is lightweight, it's super durable, and very functional.
We created the bike for Amsterdam, but it slowly turned into a bike for the whole world. I mean, we like issues, we like problems, we like to solve issues. In the end, we are both inventors and we want to invent stuff. Because we're brothers, we know each other so good that it's easier to trust each other. And also the trust that we're both dedicated to the same goal. And we didn't know it was going to be a big thing. We just like cycling a lot. And yeah, okay, maybe we're a little bit obsessed.